mind to change the subject for just about 60 seconds.
Welcome to the Rat Hole. We are live. Hello, everybody. It's Blue Moon. It's a blue moon. We're not playing a board game. We're not playing an emulator or a port of a board game on my iPad. I'm doing an emulator of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game. But I have a reason. You see, the Happiness Patrol is my new show. Not really new. We're about to go into our second season here in about 2 weeks. But one of the shows that we are going to be doing is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from 1990. So I've been on a big journey through that. I've done all 6 of the movies. I've watched a couple of the newest cartoon. I've watched a couple of the original 80s cartoon. I'll watch more of that. I just haven't had a chance. And I wanted to play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 because I wanted to do something today. That's what it comes down to. I wanted to do something today. So yeah, that's how that works. And we're gonna pop this over. We're doing it on an emulator. Because that's what you do. Retrogames.cz, a Czech one. Now I can't see my screen. I do have comments up over here on my screen. All right. Okay, good. There is sound. Used to be in the original, there was some difference between the turtles. I think they fixed that for the arcade game. I tested this out just to see that the emulator was working, make sure I knew what I was doing. And it was going much slower than this. I feel like my processor needed some help. This is of course the 8-bit NES version. Gotta watch out for balls coming down this thing. God, I hate when they do that. Let's check the message here. All right. Hey, Dan. What's my favorite kind of pizza? I'm dying. I'm partial to Hawaiian. There's as far as I know, Canadian, possibly Albertan, chain called Red Swan Pizza that has great pizza. They do sesame seeds on the crust and really good pickup specials. So I do a lot of stuff from them. No, it was not. There we go. I'm gonna look up what date this is. Oh, hey, there's a pizza. If you look over by my turtle, there's a Pizza Hut ad. That's hilarious. The arcade game had such better graphics, but it's still kind of cool. Before I forget. Oh, hey, if you pause it, it goes loses that. Sorry, just a random message. That's so cool. Yes, it is. Now send that off to. Oh, good. It comes back. I think they did this for the Super NES as well. I think they did. I think they may have done a version for both. I hate these suckers. Ah! That's not cool. Meanwhile, my other computer just went to sleep. Hey, Cyborg. Just drop in and say they need to think ready for the weekend. Just dropping in to say need to think ready for the weekend. Yes, get ready for the weekend. You got the Robin Hood convention, don't you, Cyborg? I think it's Rocksteady that I face first. I'm gonna die. Yep, Rocksteady. Well, that didn't go nearly as well as my test run. But thanks for dropping in there, Mark. I appreciate you. Shouldn't have hit continue. I should have. It's the first thing. I should have ended it and restarted. Save that continue for later. Yeah, the history of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is fascinating because there's so they go from really dark to really slapstick in the course of a couple of years, and have to fight that dual identity for kind of the rest of their existence. The 1990 movie is absolutely brilliant. That's one of the reasons why I selected it for Happiness Patrol Season 2. It is one of my favorite movies. And they do such a good job. And it got absolutely killed by the post-Satanic Panic moral war against violence that was happening in the early 90s. And so Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze, they couldn't use their weapons except for Donnie because his was just a giant stick. But like Michelangelo uses sausages for nunchucks at one point. Absolutely brilliant way to get around that. But what the hell? But it used a storyline from the original comics, the original Mirage comics, which is a much more serious, heavier story. I won't call it a darker story necessarily, but it is a heavier story than what they were. But they also integrated the colors of the bandanas and the pizza loving and a lot of the stuff that came from the other cartoon. Did you know they had to name the change? Did I know that in the UK they had to change the name? Yes, Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. In fact, if you look at the top of the screen, this is the UK version of this game. Ah! No! And that British anti-violence thing was also part of the problem with 2. Even the first episode, they had to edit out a lot of the footage of Michelangelo and his nunchucks. His nunchucks are just that illegal in the UK. I think they got over it. I have to go in and check. I can't see my main screen. I'm going to pause it in a second. I want to go back to my StreamYard screen for a second and see what it says here. Oh, it is the Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. I didn't even notice that. So the even my icon up at the top over there says Hero Turtles. I did not even notice that when I put this together. Whatever. It's the same old. The Merry White House Squad. Is that what they call those people in the UK? Excellent. See, I'm not very good at video games. That's why I don't play them very much. And when I tested this out, I had a much better, did a much better job of it, handling this. I'm a little disappointed in myself. Ah! I hate these things. There we go. I'm not going to get through Rocksteady. Kids were stupid enough to get stuck in sewers when this came out, so Mary Whitehouse complained. I heard rumors of that happening under the here, but no kid that I know was ever that stupid. So while it's certainly what happened, or at least what was rumored to have happened, it was enough. What the? Well, that's terrible. And honestly, I don't believe that for a second the kids actually got stuck in sewers. I really don't believe it. I think that was just a rumor. It's like, or maybe one kid did. Kind of like the Tide Pod epidemic of the early 2000s. One kid did a Tide Pod, so all of a sudden it was the worst thing ever. When in fact, it was really, no one was that stupid except for like one or two people. And it was and the U.S. took it more seriously than they took gun control. That was the crazy part. But I switched off to Mikey. If I'm gonna have to redo the level, might as well try it with a different turtle. The arcade cabinets had these guys in a it was a 4-person thing, so you could actually have up to 4 turtles. Of course, the NES only had 2 controllers, so you could only have a max of 2 turtles in here. But it was still just as hard. It is interesting, Mark, if you're still there, that this is the British version, Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. You can see that at the top. But we still got Michelangelo and his nunchucks. I wish I didn't wear glasses, and I can't really wear contacts. Astigmatism's not. I could, but they'd be very expensive. I can't wear cheap ones. And even just to test them out, it was going to cost me hundreds of dollars. But I would love to dress up as a foot robot. Ah! Oh, bugger off. Come on. Keyboard controls are no good. I have no idea what that picture is. Nunchuck weren't illegal in the UK, but some variants were. Oh, okay. What is this now? This is why I don't play video games, because I'm terrible at it. They're metal and wood, yes, but if the rope and foam cover, they were fine. Oh, okay. So, yeah, rope and foam is a totally different thing. So we'll say that these are rope and foam. Obviously, salamis as nunchuck were also an okay thing. Yeah! All right. Nunchucks have never been completely banned from private ownership or practice in the UK, but carrying them in public without a valid reason was made a criminal offense in 1953. Furthermore, importing, selling, or manufacturing them for commercial purposes has been heavily restricted since 1988. I can't imagine that the Ninja Turtle craze of 1987 had anything to do with that. Not at all. I'm gonna die. This is where I die all the time. I've never been good at this game. Aren't they completely illegal in Canada? Honestly, I have no idea. I have no idea if they are or aren't. Because nobody cares. They certainly didn't ban Ninja Turtles as a result of them. All right, let's try Donnie. And see. I tested Donnie out when I played this last time. And it went much slower. So I restarted my computer. Yeah, it must have definitely been a RAM issue before. Because this is going much faster than when I tested it out upstairs. See you guys later. All right, Cyborg. Thank you, Mark. Good seeing you again. We'll let me know how Sherwood goes. That was me not paying attention. Stabby, stabby. Boom. Yeah, that was one of the neat things about the Mirage comic. There were stakes. The foot soldiers weren't robots the way they are in the 80s cartoon, in this video game. They were people. They were actual ninjas. The turtles actually got hurt. Ugh. All right, so we did slightly better here. Not a lot better. But I've got, all life left. Come on. Why can't I get away from him? Terrible. Terrible, I say. That's stressful. This is a stressful game. Say hi wherever you're watching from. I'd love to know. I'm getting stressed here. I might actually just call it soon. I'll go through another round here, but I just want to check something here real quick. Stream manager. We're just going to check something here. No one cares. Okay. Fabulous. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a quick break just to pull my head out of my butt here. I mentioned Happiness Patrol. You can find out more about it in the next couple seconds here. I will be right back. Are you tired of toxic fandoms? Do you wish we could go back to being happy? So do we. We created the Happiness Patrol to get away from all of the toxicity in fandoms, in life. And so we decided we wanted to do a show about something that makes us happy. And in our second season, that's movies that make us happy. So join myself, Cameron, Scott, Jessica, and Melanie on Happiness Patrol at youtube.com/@happinesspatrolshow.
So what's your favorite Western? Is it this one or maybe one of these? Is it a revisionist Western, an anti-Western, or maybe it's an all-time classic? Whether your favorite Western is in black and white, vibrant Technicolor, a spaghetti Western, a neo-Western, a comedy, or maybe it's only really Western in spirit. Whatever it is, this is the podcast dedicated to determining the top 100 Westerns of all time. Every second Monday on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. It's Horses on Film.
My name is Christian Basil. Years ago, I had an idea. I got myself a TARDIS. Took it to new places, met a lot of new people, took some great pictures, and talked Doctor Who. This is the legend of the traveling TARDIS. Join me on my latest adventures and become part of the legend.
And we're back. All right. I needed to pull my head out of my butt here. And I still need to pull my head out of my butt. Again, we're just going to restart. We're not going to... We will try Raph. I don't think I've ever played Raph. Raph's not my favorite. Favorite character to watch. He's definitely got some of the most depth of character of the four. But as far as playing him, Sizer rarely... Yeah, it looks like they're swinging it in a similar level. I don't know why it's doing a downswing. I don't remember there being a downswing to the others. What? I was out of the way. Uncool, man. Uncool. Totally uncool. Right, chat, did you ever play this game in the arcade? Are you even old enough to have played in an arcade full stop? I know I've got a few viewers that are, while still adult, are still kind of Gen Z. What? I moved. No, still don't like rap. I swear he may have the exact same reach as the others, but it doesn't feel like he does. Ah. There we go. Ah. There we go. I'm going to lose again. Okay, this is the closest I've had to beating him. Damn it. I was actually close this time. That's no good. No good at all. Ugh. That's stressful. I came on here to de-stress, and that game was stressful. Not gonna hate on it. It's a great game. I plugged way too many quarters into an arcade game playing this thing. Yet I still didn't actually win ever. unless I had other good people with me. That's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game for NES on an emulator. We're going to check one more time in here. Yeah, we'll pop over to Juxta. We'll start a raid there. So yeah, as you saw before, you can find me all over the internet Tuesdays on The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, talking Doctor Who. Happiness Patrol, youtube.com/@Happiness Patrol Show, where we will, in a couple of months, be talking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We're recording it in a couple of weeks, but it's our third episode of the season. Our first one coming up here in about 2 weeks is Back to the Future. And we may have a live special coming out in the near future as well. Just saying. Of course, every other Monday on youtube.com/@HorsesOnFilm, talking the 100 best Westerns of all time, using the IndieWire 2024 list as our guide, and then building and growing from there. In between all that, if you're watching on Twitch, you can find me on YouTube, youtube.com/TheRatHole DOTCA. Likewise, if you're watching me on YouTube, you can find me on Twitch, TheRatHole DOTCA, because YouTube and Twitch do not like URLs in their URLs. With that, we're going to call that a day, I think. Thank you guys very much for joining me. Good gaming, and goodbye. Back in